Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Malt channel, on point reviews all day, every day. Welcome back yet again, everybody. If you are one of my old subscribers, it's great to see you guys yet again. We're back to perfumes. And if you are new to the channel, if this is the first time you've seen any of my videos through YouTube, Google, or Facebook, please make sure to hit like and subscribe right now, because trust me, this is just one of 400 plus videos where we do tackle a lot of those fragrances that you guys and gals are the most curious about. So welcome back yet again. This fragrance right here, I gotta say, I have been anticipating this fragrance for a while now. The moment this was announced, you can bet that I was calling Beverly Hills Perfumery. I was calling Alan and I was saying, when are you gonna get it? And at the same time, despite my busy schedule, I was really trying to schedule a time where I could go down there, go check out BHP, and finally try this perfume. Now, the fragrance we will be talking about today, guys, is from the brand Uniquee Luxury, guys, okay? And this brand is starting to really come up now. A lot of people like their perfumes. They like Kute, they like Crush on Me, they like Akdenis, and so on and so forth. I did a review on Chocolate Makes Me Happy, so if you're into chocolate, gourmand perfumes, you gotta check that review out. I'm gonna link it right now. But this one right here, this one is dear to me, okay? Because this one is not just about Beverly Hills Perfumery, but this is about Beverly Hills in general, guys. And Beverly Hills is simply one of those places that, I mean, I love hanging out at. Beverly Hills is not for everybody, but if you want to experience the finer things in life and you want to check off all the boxes related to it, such as good food, good restaurants, top level chefs, shopping, and all of that, plus of course Beverly Hills Perfumery, I mean, Beverly Hills has it right here. Now, on the day I got this perfume, I planned out my day. I went to Beverly Hills because I had a reservation for Newsret's opening weekend with Salt Bay, and you guys saw that my kid snubbed him. But we were gonna go to Salt Bay initially, and then eventually I ended up shopping. I bought some sneakers at Lanvin, and then I told my wife, hey, let's just walk to Salt Bay, and then en route we're gonna go pass by Beverly Hills Perfumery. And when I saw Beverly Hills Perfumery, I was like, oh my gosh, this must be the Toys R Us, the Disneyland of the perfume world, because right from the get-go, as you see the storefront, you are going to see some of your favorite niche perfumes already displayed out there. And of course, as you walk in, I mean, everything is there. I mean, literally, it's not like a big shop, but definitely it's dense. It's packed with all your favorite ones. You know, Thameen, you've got Roja, you've got Serjoff, you've got Boudicca the Victorious, and of course, you got Uniquee Luxury. Now, the interesting thing was, when I walked in, I was wearing a mint green sweater, and the new shoes I got were sort of like pink. So Alan immediately told me, he said, you know what, man? You are wearing the colors of Beverly Hills. It's the green and the pink together. That's the color of Beverly Hills. So I was like, wow, I'm wearing the actual colors right now, and it's gonna match this perfume. So I want to say right here on this one, this is the Uniquee Luxury Extrait de Parfum Beverly Hills exclusive. I mean, look at this. Look at this right here, okay? Look at this. The artwork right here on the box. I mean, there's only one other brand I can say that does this, and at least it gets me, and that's Zoologist. Their latest boxes with the snowy owl, the musk deer, and you know, the new ones. I mean, they made an effort to put artwork in the box right here, and as you can see with Beverly Hills exclusive right here, this one has the colors of Beverly Hills. You've got the green, what is this, a Cadillac, and then you've got the pink wall. I mean, it's themed really, really nice, guys. Check this out. Collecting wise, I mean, even if you're not from Beverly Hills, I mean, you will get a piece of Beverly Hills right here, okay? So I gotta say, this one really caught my attention. The other Uniquee luxury perfumes don't have this kind of artwork, okay? So FYI. So you really do feel it is an exclusive. You open it up, and then you've got this beautiful inner box right here with some gold accents right here, and then, you know, you open it, and then voila, you've got your perfume inside. Now for the bottle, check this out. Beautiful, amazing. Look at this bottle right here. Oh my goodness. And it's funny because as I posted a photo of the bottle, Arij Ledore commented, and they basically said it's a beautiful bottle. So that's Arij saying that. Immediately after, commented on my photo, Arij saying this is a beautiful bottle, and it truly is. I mean, look at that. That is luxury right there. And as you can see, it says Beverly Hills exclusive. It's got a gemstone at the cap. The cap is insane. Look at that. Beautiful cap. Collection wise, I mean, if you're into niche, you like collecting Boudiccias, Rosias, this will fit right in. And the price too is pretty amazing. Okay, so for 100 ml of Extrait de Parfum, this is $280. $280, that's it. I mean, we've seen fragrances that are way above that, 300, 400, 500, 600. This one here is $280. So for me, the price is king right here. And of course, the size, 100 ml, plus the collectible box, collectible bottle. What's not to like? Now, of course, it's down to the scent. So let's go spray this thing right now. Woo! Dang. So Uniquee Luxuries Beverly Hills exclusive. Let's go talk about the top notes right now. So top notes of this fragrance is bergamot, clary sage, and cardamom. Now this fragrance right here, I'm sure you guys have already read up on the notes and you've read about, you know, the fact that it has tobacco and tonka bean and honey, and you're probably thinking that this is a truly warming fall winter fragrance, and you guys know it's currently spring, so you're probably wondering like, man, can I use this right now? The first thing I want to say about Uniquee Luxuries Beverly Hills exclusive is that this is an incredibly balanced perfume right here, okay, and quite impactful right from the get-go because of the bergamot and clary sage, guys. Okay, you do get a fresh citrus spicy opening. So it's a fresh citrus spicy opening that to me is very impactful. So this one right here balances it out. In the beginning, there is a fresh and spicy component right here. Now the curve right here is of course going to be your cardamom, guys. Okay, so as the clary sage and your bergamot is giving you this fresh feeling, this fresh spicy feeling, of course the cardamom is going to add more spice and it's going to curve this fragrance right here. If you like gentlemanly perfumes with a spicy edge, with that cardamom edge, and just an impactful start, I would say that this one is really, really good. Now the highlight note right here that pops up real early is your honey, guys. All right, honey pops up quite early here in Beverly Hills exclusive by Uniquee. So if you like honey perfumes, if you like Naxos and was it Back to Black, you know, the ones that do have honey, you're gonna like this. Okay, so the honey pops up real early, you get to smell it immediately, and of course, guys, I mean, this honey note, we all know when it comes to, you know, people that are in the niche community or the fragrance community, it might not be something overwhelmingly new, but I mean, we wear perfumes for the general public. So the general public gets to smell what we have. And I guarantee you that not a lot of them have smelled this honey, you know, type of combination right here in Beverly Hills exclusive. So I think that if you are around people a lot and you want to smell amazing, to stand out, okay, then definitely the honey note here will make that happen for you. And of course, with that honey comes your tobacco. So tobacco comes with the honey, and there's something about the way that this fragrance is built that, again, to me is just so balanced. I wasn't thinking at all about fall winter. I wasn't thinking about that at all. I wasn't thinking about, oh, this is a winter fragrance. I mean, I was still, as I'm smelling this, I was still thinking about how I could still use it right now, how I could still wear it when I'm out, because there's really such a balance from the opening notes of the bergamot and clary sage, and then you do have that honey, which isn't like too thick. It isn't too thick. I think it has the sweetness of honey, but it isn't like too thick. And even the tobacco, although it's there, it's not like super, like a lot of tobacco, like a heavy tobacco. And then of course, you do have your tonka bean, okay? You're gonna get the sweetness of tonka bean here as well. So I think that for those that like Naxos and other honey tobacco style fragrances, I mean, look no further. You're gonna get it here. It's gonna be a huge component of Uniquee Luxury's Beverly Hills exclusive. I certainly wouldn't have to buy a Naxos after having this bottle right here, because yeah, this one does it. Now for me, as you guys know, you've seen a lot of my reviews, I do appreciate the differences. I do like those things that we all universally like: honey, tobacco, cardamom. I mean, those are the things that we all like, or at least most of us do like. But I can appreciate the differences. I can appreciate the tweak that makes this perfume specifically different. And I would say that in this case, guys, the addition of rose and orris is the one right here. And it's right here in the mid. So actually, after you experience the honey and the tobacco and the tonka bean, this beautiful rose note pops out with the orris, with that powdery orris, and then a beautiful sort of like dark rose pops out. But it still doesn't feel like a super warming rose note, but a dark rose note does come out, and it is really, really beautiful, guys. I gotta say that I appreciate that one. The rose note right here also makes this a unisex scent. For me, like, I love rose scents, I love orris. You guys already know that. I've reviewed a lot of rose niche fragrances right here. And so can you imagine that from the honey and the tobacco and the tonka bean, it goes right into a dark rose and orris, guys. I mean, wow. Wow, 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 wow. So you get 2 for 1. You get 2 huge dimensions of niche perfumes that a lot of people like in one. What can I say? Multi-dimensional right there. It's very deep. It's not super complex in my opinion, but I think it will be complex for a lot of people. Now the rose note and the iris, you guys are going to appreciate on its own for an extended time. And then we go to the dry down, guys. And the dry down star right here is, of course, ambergris. So man, ambergris now, that salty, seaside-like ambergris coming right here on the base notes with sandalwood, with tonka bean. What a beautiful like set of base notes right here. But ambergris for sure, right after that rose and that orris, that powdery orris, and then it translates into that salty ambergris right there. And then of course the sandalwood is gonna pop out. It still has the sweetness of tonka bean lingering through the base notes right here. But I gotta say, guys, if you love ambergris, then you're gonna get it right here on this fragrance for sure. Definitely, guys, from top to bottom, this fragrance is amazing. Just look at the notes, right? I mean, even if you just look at the notes and the way that this fragrance is compartmentalized, it really does satisfy everybody. For example, if you're looking for something that's Naxos, back to black, like in the honey department, guys, honey tobacco department with the tonka bean, this fragrance has it for sure. It's gonna be in Beverly Hills exclusive. If you like cardamom and bergamot type openings, real gentlemanly, real regal, and somewhat balanced and fresh still, then Beverly Hills exclusive has that. And then of course, if you like rose, and the rose note for me is a standout because like I said, I do like the things that everybody likes, but I do appreciate the differences. So that appearance of that rose note, guys, with the orris is truly wonderful to me. And of course, the dry down with the ambergris and the sandalwood, I mean, what's there to say, guys? If you are looking for a well-rounded, well-balanced, and truly, I would say, compartmentalized fragrance where you have different phases of amazingness, then Beverly Hills exclusive by Uniquee is definitely it. And I'm really glad I have a full bottle because I think this is signature scent worthy. And I rarely say that. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, like I said, when we are now facing the public, as you guys know, the pandemic is nearing its end, at least here in America. You are going to be meeting a lot of people. You are going to be reaching out to a lot of people. Restaurants are back open. Shopping is open again. I mean, theme parks. You're going to meet a lot of people, guys. And if you want to smell absolutely luxurious like Beverly Hills, but at the same time, if you're a frag person, if you're a frag head, and you have preferences that are leaning towards honey and tobacco, rose, cardamom, ambergris, this will satisfy you as well. Okay, so both. It's got the appeal of a signature scent that I think is going to hit the general public. I think that they're going to be like, man, I haven't smelled this before on anybody, and I'm not surprised if that happens. But it also will satisfy those frag heads that are also seasoned collectors, those that are already into the mix, have already owned certain fragrances that have these kind of notes. I think that you're gonna enjoy and appreciate the way that this fragrance is built. And again, this fragrance is truly balanced, guys. And you can see on the base notes, it didn't go like completely warm. They didn't add like amber, musk, or any type of super warming note in the end. If you notice, the tobacco is right there at the mid. It is in a proportion to where it kind of fades before the rose comes in. So this is not really a gradient perfume, okay? Now we know there are tons of gradient perfumes out there, all right, that are already out. It's almost like a clickbait. It goes from light to warm to dark, okay? This fragrance does not, and you can tell just by the base notes, because it's sandalwood, ambergris, and slight tonka bean for the sweetness, that this does not go to complete warm. So this one is right here, very balanced. And in my opinion, can still even be worn during the day, guys, okay? Because it's the sweetness really that comes out, but not necessarily a warming quality. Now, this fragrance, to me, the sillage is amazing, okay? It's a lingering scent for me right here, okay? And this fragrance lasts for me more than 8 hours. So this is a great transitional fragrance, to be honest. I mean, I'm looking at the scenario of Beverly Hills, and I'm thinking an entire day, 2 nights in Beverly Hills would be an appropriate time to wear this, where you're shopping throughout the day, you're having your whatever meetings with your friends, and then it would translate into an expensive, luxurious meal somewhere. Definitely this will hold up. This fragrance has the longevity to hold up until the nighttime. And of course, like I said, that lingering scent. I think it's also a draw-in scent, because it's gonna draw in a bunch of people with the rose, with the tobacco, the honey, the cardamom. I think it's gonna get them. I'm really glad that I finally got my bottle of Uniquee luxury perfume. Again, $280, which is a great price for niche 100 ml as well. And again, you get the collectible box. If you haven't been to Beverly Hills in your entire life, first off, you're gonna get this beautiful artwork that sets it up. And hopefully you guys can visit Beverly Hills someday. If you haven't, guys, I mean, definitely go there, enjoy. It's a real nice place. And stop by, of course, Beverly Hills Perfumery, all right? Definitely stop by. It's the Mecca right here. And the fact that Alan is there, you know, the owner is there, and he can definitely talk to you, have a chat. He can let you try samples of the fragrances. If you get the BHP exclusive right here, he is going to send you guys samples of, you know, whatever you guys need, okay? So definitely communicate with him, hit him up, call the store. That's another thing. You can just call the store and talk to him, get an order of this, and at the same time, you can try the other Uniquee luxury perfumes. Okay, so that is it. That is my review on Uniquee luxury Beverly Hills exclusive. You can tell I really like this perfume, and I'm really glad, because with this one perfume, I wouldn't have to buy other perfumes with the same sort of like dimensions that are mixed into this fragrance right here. So I'm really glad, guys. And I do want to thank Beverly Hills Perfumery, such an awesome company, awesome owner in Alan, guys. Thank you, Beverly Hills Perfumery. Do visit them and do subscribe to the channel, guys, okay? That way you can be updated on all these perfumes that I do review with no hype. Trust me, guys, there's more than this. I will be reviewing a lot of the new ones, a lot of the fragrances that you guys want to hear about, again, with no hype. I'm gonna break it down to y'all and tell y'all how it's gonna be, and it's gonna be great, okay? You're gonna learn a lot from my videos, so please make sure to hit like and subscribe. And I will see you on the next video, guys. I'm gonna enjoy my break. Hopefully you're enjoying yours. Also, I wanna say belated Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. And if you're a guy, greet your mom a Happy Mother's Day, okay? And of course, Happy Nurses Week to all the nurses out there. If you are a nurse or a health professional, Happy Nurses Week, okay? And until then, this is Troy D. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.